On June 16th, 2 days after their last NBA Finals ended, CBS resumed its newly acquired baseball coverage with the Baltimore Orioles hosting the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Dodgers hosting the San Diego Padres. The next day saw CBS carry their sole non-NASCAR race as CART, Championship All Racing Teams, later known as Champ Car before 2008 merger with the Indy Racing League for the modern IndyCar series, would hold their second annual Valvoline Detroit Grand Prix at a temporary street circuit in Motor City, with most of CBS's regular NASCAR crew, Ken Squire, David Hobbs, Chris Kamaki, Mike Joy, but not Ned Jarrett. It's unclear why, though. The previous week he worked the second race ever held at Sonoma as part of his duties for ESPN, as well as also missing this time, Dave Despain, who was calling the first of two consecutive Miller Genuine Draft sponsored races in the Miller Genuine Draft 500 at Pocono for the pay-per-view Set Network.
White flag is extended. They flop the flag for the final time. It is Michael Andretti closing up on Ray Hall to just dust off the entire field. This has been some impressive race for Michael Andretti. It's been the biggest advantage anyone has enjoyed this year. Michael Andretti storming around his 2.5 miles, 17-turn track at a record speed. New record being established for the Detroit Grand Prix by the young man from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, 28 years of age, whose dad is going to stay here and sponsor a party for the crew workers all around this racetrack. This kind of man Mario is. World champion, Indy champion, Daytona champion, but Mario is, I think that's what's so neat about the Andrettis. They're people's people.
I think here we're seeing a little discretion is the better part of valor. I think Michael could have put a lap on the entire field if he had wanted to be a little macho. But it looked like he pulled up behind Bobby Rahal and said, no, I'm going to settle down and just be happy to win this thing and not worry about being a lap on the field.
Bobby's saying, oh, didn't see you there. Well, it looks like he's also going to get revenge. Finish. Michael Andretti by nearly a lap. Only one other car in the lead lap. Cheever finishing third, a lap down. Mears fourth. Lyondike fifth. Boiselle in sixth. He was 2 laps down. Emerson Fittipaldi will get 7th. Scott Goodyear 8th. That's Michael's 10th career win. 20th win for the Newman Haas team. And 17 with Mario. The last 3 with Michael.
Paul Newman here to see it, so he'll be pretty happy about that. And the way that Mario was going to start with, they could have had a 1-2 here very easily.
It's been a sensational victory for Michael Andretti, who ran out of fuel when he had it right in his grasp at Milwaukee. Today, that was not to happen. Second place car, that is Bobby Rahal. He's done it with a Lola Chevy this afternoon, and Eddie Cheever will come home third. Around this track another time for Rahal. He gets ready to bring it on in. In the 4th spot will be Rick Mears. 5th will be Ari Lyondike. Boiselle gets 6th. Fittipaldi 7th. Scott Goodyear comes up to 8th. Pancho Carter pulls up another slot into 9th, and Scott Brayton will finish in 10th. How about Jeff Wood? That number 44 is going to get 11th today. We'll be back to meet the champion here at Detroit shortly, so stay with us on CBS for more of the Valvoline Detroit Grand Prix.
The following week saw the Cubs hosting the St. Louis Cardinals, whose longtime manager Whitey Herzog would resign 2 weeks later following a disappointing 33-47 start, with Red Schoendienst working the next 24 games as interim manager, going 13-11 before giving way to former Atlanta Braves and future New York Yankees manager Joe Torre, with the other game being the San Francisco Giants visiting the Houston Astros, followed by CBS covering just their second of 3 NASCAR races in the Miller Genuine Draft 400 at Michigan International Speedway on June 24th, with Dale Earnhardt besting Ernie Irvan, who's starring with the March 18th Motorcraft Quality Parts 500 race in Atlanta, replaced Phil Parsons in the number 4 Kodak car to take the checkered flag.
Earnhardt going for win 43.
Ernie Irvin will win number 1. It's down to this. White flag is out. Last lap, 4 cars under the flag. Going into turn number 1. Ernie Irvin peels off, tries to move below number 3. Right there is Dale Earnhardt, trying to win this race for the second time.
Earnhardt's car is strong coming off of the low grooves, drifting up into the turn, so he'll drive her low going into turn 3.
Final turns, final lap. This is it. $680,000 at stake. The Michigan 400. Earnhardt in front with that Chevrolet, the Oldsmobile in second. 2 Fords right behind them, coming to the flag. Checkers about to be extended. And this Michigan 400 belongs to Dale Earnhardt. His second win in this great event.
He's tough.
He is tough, and so is Ernie Irvin.
Ernie drove a tremendous race here today. He doesn't need to drop his head. He don't need to hang his head, Shane. He's driven a great race. His best Winston Cup finish ever.
He was almost set to go back to California, and it was Dale Earnhardt who gave him another shot. Gave him a little sponsorship, a little assist, and kept him in racing back here. And today Earnhardt had to fight him right to the finish.
Boy, he really did, tooth and nail. And this is a shot for this crew, too, Tim. They have gone 4 races in a row not finishing in the top 10. And to come back and win again, boy, they needed it.
June 30th saw only one baseball game aired that Saturday with CBS's first trip to Canada, with the Toronto Blue Jays hosting the defending World Series champion Oakland A's. Lastly, CBS carried their third broadcast of the College World Series championship game on June 9th. From 1988 to 90, CBS carried only a title game, while the remainder of the tournament aired on ESPN. Starting in 1991, CBS would add a second game to the schedule, which remained the case until 2002, after which the College World Series tournament would air exclusively on ESPN. The CBS Championship Cup, the College World Series Championship game, pitted the 4th seed Georgia Bulldogs, who eventually took their first College World Series championship by a 4-3 margin over a 3rd seed Oakland State Cowboys. But calling the action here was Greg Gumbel, who succeeded the since fired Brent Musburger in this role, and Jim Cott.
Georgia dugout, they can taste it.